welcome back to the show. You're one of my favorites. Since the last time you've been on the show, you went to Broadway.
I did do a play on Broadway, yeah, last year called Cult of Love.
Yeah, and I have a still of that. There's you and Shailene Woodley, and you're playing the banjo.
Played my banjo.
You played a little bit on our show once.
I did, yeah. I've never really played for an audience and performed like I had to every night in that show, and it really tested me. It was a challenge, but I had such a good time. It was so much fun.
Yeah, I know we were talking to Shailene. I think that George Clooney came to see the show, and she was excited about that. And she goes, do you like to know if a celebrity is coming?
Some people really hate to know when someone's in the audience that they know or that's famous. And I really don't mind knowing. I actually, there's something kind of cool about knowing that, you know, Jimmy's here to see you. I think it doesn't throw me, in other words.
Yeah, but if you see my big face in the crowd, like, I wouldn't do that. Oh, I never would be on my phone. But
no,
if I'm just even
how that goes.
I get too excited and I cheer for people.
Yeah, no,
and I feel like you're like my son or something. I'm like, go get him, Zachary.
That's what you really want.
Go get him, Zachary.
That's what you really want.
I'm crying.
No, I don't really mind. I try not to pay attention to it so much, but I'm a big no reviews person. I don't. When I was younger, I used to read reviews because for some reason I cared, but now I don't really care. I really do adopt that philosophy that what other people think of me is none of my business. And so with reviews,
I love that.
It does me no good, you know? And so, but the trouble is people will be like, oh, congratulations on the amazing reviews. And then you're like, no, I don't want to know.
No, I don't want to know even the good
be like,
stuff.
Hi, are you okay? And then you're like, what? And they're like, I read the reviews. Or if the show is a really successful show, then they'll plaster the front of the theater with the reviews. They'll pull quotes and they'll put them on the front of the theater. So like if you're in a show that you know is good and you don't want to read the reviews, you have to kind of like go to work like this.
Yeah, you go,
not look at the front of the theater. But I don't really care about knowing who's in the audience. So come see me in my next play and tell me you're coming, then we'll go grab a bite afterwards.
I would love to do that. Yeah. Do you ever have people come to the show and then they don't come backstage and you go, hey, that's weird?
Well, there is the art of giving backstage when you're doing a play. So, you know, if you are, like, I don't know. I mean, going backstage is a delicate thing because you have to be prepared to really turn it on, you know?
I feel bad because I just watched you work for 2.5 hours or 3 hours or act for me, and then I wanted to have to go backstage and have you go, thanks for coming, and I go...
Yeah, but actors love to be, you know, validated. So, like, if you come and you liked what you saw and you go backstage like that, people like to... There was this old-time manager that I knew that was a big, successful music manager, and he used to say, you know, when I go backstage, sometimes I just don't know what to say because it's not good, but I have to go backstage, and so I just say, unbelievable, you were unbelievable.
I like that.
Whenever anybody says that, I'm like...
Whenever they say, you go, yeah, no, yeah.
Be more specific. No, but it's, you know, the art of doing theater and like seeing theater and being a part of the theater community is such a, I feel so grateful to be.
You've done every medium. I mean, you've done that. You've done, obviously, Star Trek. We loved you as Spock. And I always ask, is there any rumor or truth that
There's literally always a rumor. There's always like, oh, they're going to do another movie. I don't know. I hope so. I was just emailing JJ about something. I was like, dude, like, what's going on? Like, it's been 10 years since the last movie came out.
I think we're ready.
I think we're ready.
I think we're ready to see. Yes.
I would love to do it. I think all of us would love another go at it. You know, it's one of those things that now we've had time away from it, and I think to come back and have that experience would be
such a great cast.
Yeah, it's a great group of people.
Let's talk about, speaking of great cast, Brilliant Minds. It's back. Season 2 premiered earlier tonight on NBC. It's available tomorrow on Peacock, or I guess right now. If you go to Peacock, type in Brilliant Minds, you'll see it right now. How do we set up what's going on this season?
Well, season 1 ended with a lot of questions. So we start by answering some of those, but also throwing in a whole bunch of new questions. So we meet my character. I play a character called Dr. Oliver Wolf. We meet him in a really unusual place. He's trying to escape from a mental institution. Yeah. And he's not the doctor, but he's the patient. So we're trying to figure out how he gets there. That's 6 months in the future. And we have a whole bunch of new doctors and cast members, and it's really exciting to be back for a second season.
You're fantastic in it.
We love it. It's a great group of people. We love going to work. It's a really good place to show up every day, and I feel really fortunate. It's really cool.
People love it. I wish I had your number because I would text you. I watched last season. I was like, do you actually know half of these medical lingos that you're saying?
They throw a lot of stuff at us. They
It's like,
do.
give me the
Conditions, medications. I had one the other day. I had to talk about an anticonvulsant called levetiracetam. And I had to say it, and I think the line was, I started him on levetiracetam, but I thought you'd want to meet him because it might be a once-in-a-lifetime case. But I could not. I kept saying, I started him on levetiracetam, but I thought you'd want to meet him. I'm like, I could not stop doing it.
I would do.
5 times we did it. And I was like, no, levetiracetam.
I want to meet him.
So I really fell into the rhyme.
No,
I was like,
you crush it though every time. It's so
fun.
impressive.
It's a fun challenge, that.
You're great. I want to show everyone a clip. Here's Zachary Quinto in Brilliant Minds. Take a look.
All right, Dr. Hendricks says it's covered. I gotta get back to training.
I'm sorry, what's happening? Wait, sorry. Tommy, is it? If you sustained a concussion, we need to make sure that you don't have any brain damage.
Brain damage.
Or worse, a bleed or edema. If we don't get that checked, he might not last the day.
We got it under control, okay?
Right, baby, maybe we should listen to the doctor, do a neuro exam.
Consider it a precaution.
Tommy.
What are you doing?
Take it back. Good call, page and neuro.
Zachary Quinto! Season 2 of Brilliant Minds airs Mondays at 10 p.m. on NBC. And the next day on Peacock. More Tonight Show after the break. Stick around. Brilliant Minds. Check it out.